Reddit explodes after employee gets call from CEO who fired him. Imagine being let go from your job despite meeting all your targets, only to hear back months later from the same boss who fired you, asking for a favor. That is exactly what happened to a former director at a small company, who recently shared his surprising experience on Reddit. Nearly a year after being laid off by a new CEO following an acquisition, he received an unexpected email from the same executive. This time, seeking help. The director explained that his company had been acquired and, following a restructure, a new CEO came on board. Despite meeting all his performance goals, he was let go along with the IT and finance directors. Now, 11 months later, the same CEO reached out seeking assistance because some crucial work-related email accounts still had their two-factor authentication 2FA linked to the former director's phone number. Still bitter about the way he was let go, the Reddit user turned to the community for advice. The user, in their Reddit post, wrote, "I was a director at a smaller company. The company was acquired, and as part of the restructuring, they were assigned a new CEO, who let them go after a year despite meeting their targets. It's been around 11 months following the layoff, and I just got an email from the CEO asking me to help them with something," the user added. In follow-up updates, the director provided more context. He said the severance initially offered was minimal and that he had to involve his brother-in-law, an employment lawyer, to negotiate better terms. With legal support, he managed to secure nearly 4 times the original severance offer. All exit formalities, including the retrieval of company property and benefits settlement, were confirmed in writing at the time of his departure. When the CEO's email came through, the ex-director consulted his lawyer brother-in-law again, who advised him not to respond. The reasoning: the company's IT admin should be able to reset the account internally. There's also a chance the email might be a scam, especially given the chaotic state the company may have been left in after laying off key departments like IT. The post quickly gained traction, with many Reddit users siding with the former director and calling out the audacity of the CEO's request. And some of them suggested the Reddit user to charge outrageous consulting fees. The commenter urged the op to ensure this consultation is especially expensive. Another user suggested charging $500 per day and dragging out the process for 2 days minimum. They said to fax an agreement and collect their money from the jerk. Another one suggested they charge $2,000 per day. A user who had faced a similar situation said that when their ex-boss reached out, they quoted that they would charge $100 an hour and it would take a minimum of 5 hours to complete the task. He did not call back, the user added. Swipe left for next video. Some users pointed out that if they were a tad bit organized, their IT department could recover the mails within seconds. Another said the CEO is likely embarrassed that it took them 11 months to notice and added, their IT department could sort this out for them in seconds. This isn't an isolated case. In a similar story, a woman laid off by her company was later asked by her former CEO to complete customer reports no one else could handle. Despite an offer to pay hourly, she declined, citing poor severance and the abrupt nature of her termination. She shared her story on TikTok, calling out the company's disregard for her well-being. Latest blogs.